here to do. I don't know why I'm here in the earth. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Then you must already have salvation. Because with salvation, you come into the realization. Because with salvation comes illumination. He comes to take you out of darkness, which in darkness you can't see your way. And he brings you into the marvelous light. Light represents a knowledge. When the light comes on, you come into the knowledge of who you are. Now walking with me. You come out of darkness trying to find your way, hiding and come on somebody. But when you come into the light, you should realize that I'm in this earth for a purpose. I realize that a lot of people in the church ain't saved.
That's right.
Woo, it's quite. Look at your neighbor in their eyeball and say, are you saved for real?
Are you saved for real?
Or do you just have a church experience?
Or do you have a church experience?
Because church ain't never saved nobody. Because understand the Bible was written to those that are already in the church.
Right.
And there was some jacked up people in, and we some jacked up folk there. Bible says, which divine power has been bestowed upon us, all things that are requisite and suited to life and godliness. Through, here we go, the full and personal knowledge of Him who called us by and to His own glory and excellent virtue. It's quiet in the building. Called us into His own glory. So why you ain't recognize the promises of God that He said was over your life? Why you not walking in the potential over your life? Because you ain't called to His own glory, you want the glory. Because you know, if He raised some of you up, have you ever got some black who ain't never had nothing to live? And when they get a little bit of power, and they was on your land. Come on, Brandon, they was just nothing but just regular people. They weren't supervisors or nothing. But they get a tag, just a little bit, and they go full. They was a cashier just like you. But baby, they become a shit supervisor. Then they looking coming all crazy. Then they was late every day. Ain't nobody say nothing to them. They become a supervisor all of a sudden. You 30 seconds late. How dare you be late? What is wrong with you? Like you forgot where you came from. That's why God gave some of you no power. Because you know you ain't gonna be able to handle it. Because when you get, you have a nasty attitude now. And you have a nasty attitude that can't be real. Glory manifest greater what's already in you. Which means if you was nasty on the backside of the mountain, when you become anointed, you're going to be really nasty with the anointing. That's why you got to be sanctified before you ask for the anointing. Because there are certain things, man of God, that we need to get set free from before we be used of God. Because the glory magnifies what's already in you. If you was a hoe before you came to church and you ain't get delivered, when you get some power, you get the preaching, you a hoe across the nation. Amen. You gonna be the most anointed, greatest hoe, prophesying hoe, preaching hoe, singing hoe. Ain't nobody say nothing to God.
Singing hoe. Dancing hoe.
You was drinking. You were shouting at home. The anointing comes and magnifies the good and the bad. Y'all not saying nothing to God. Because when the glory comes, it's the light that is shined on you. It magnifies the good and the bad. So you got to watch out. Stop asking for the anointing and ask God to save you again. We got to get the church back to where we get church back to repentance. The old order in this church made us repent every day. Every revival we had to get reset. Go to the morning speech and call on Jesus. And some won't call that old school. But the problem with this new age church is that we teach the folks to live in the promises. Going back to Eden. Live on top of the world. And we're going to walk in prosperity. But we ain't talking about sanctification. That's why we got gospel singers hoeing. Ain't nobody saying nothing to God. Preachers getting divorced, having boyfriends and girlfriends on the side. Ain't nobody saying nothing to God. It don't make no sense. It is an abomination to God. This message ain't popular, but it's real. is that we are teaching folk, Lord, I want the more of you. No. No, you don't. Because if the glory comes in the state that you are in. What? What happened? The glory comes in the state that you are in. He got to judge you in the state that he finds you. It's quiet in the building. And so we want, Lord, I want the more of you. Lord, I want the more of your anointing. We don't never spend that much time in prayer. I said, God, to clean me up. Wash me again. Purge me with hyssop. That's why David was anointed. Because David, if you read most of his songs, he said, repented before. What is the real purpose, church? Why do you want to be used of God? Because nobody pays attention at home. So you will come to church and want folk to give you praise. So we have raised up folk in the church that are addicted to praise. So you got a Luciferian attitude. Nice word. Quiet in the building. So a Luciferian attitude, because you represent, ain't nobody liking this. But a Luciferian attitude was those that were very anointed and were very great. Come on, somebody. Lucifer himself, which is Satan, the fallen angel, because he had all of the gifts that you can ever have, was the greatest angel there was. He wanted the praise for himself, which caused rebellion. Can I help somebody? And when you are addicted to attention and praise in the church, it bursts out of rebellion because if some folk don't pay you attention, you will try to shift the atmosphere. Don't look at me crazy. Smile at me so I won't call you out. You will try to shift the atmosphere. I'm going to pay. Ain't nobody studying that foolishness. Sit yourself up, fool. Take up your bed and walk. We ain't got time to be playing. Crying last Sunday over the same foolishness. Why are you not delivered yet? Like this word. Because we're addicted to praise. So we dress to have folk look at us.
Right. All right.
If someone don't recognize our hair,
right.
Then we feel, oh my God, nobody didn't look at me, man. Then the devil places in your mind, don't nobody love me.
Right. Come on, that's right.
Then it bursts out of rebellion to God because you would then lower your standard and go to the enemy's camp to find attention. Because you're addicted to praise. Which opens up and keeps on, and feeds off the seed of rejection. Which causes you to rebel against God, which will lead you straight to hell. Y'all ain't liking that, y'all don't like that. Why? Because the root is you're addicted to praise. But when you love God with all of your heart, when you can love yourself, because the Bible says you got to love your neighbor as you love yourself. But the reason you can't love your neighbor because you don't love yourself. Because you don't know who you are because you're not really saved.
That's true.
Nobody liking this revelation tonight. Maybe I'm preaching in the wrong church. The Bible says in verse 4, so to us is precious and exceedingly great promises, so that through them you may escape by flight from the moral decay, rottenness, and corruption that is in the world because of covetousness, lust, and greed, and become sharers or partakers of the divine nature. By means of these, he has bestowed on us, already given us, his precious and exceedingly great promises. The King James says, he's given unto us exceeding great and precious promises. Get your neighbor and say, I got some precious promises over my life. Y'all didn't say like y'all excited because you could have went up right there. If you really know that all the things that God has promised you and what God has said about you and what the one